the news hour. Let's stay with that story. Let's bring in Asela, Waid, Yalan in Dehiwela on Skype. He was about 1 kilometre away from the blast. Asela, what did you see? What did you hear?
Well, about an hour ago, about 45 minutes ago, I heard a loud explosion. We were watching television, watching the news about the other explosions. I heard a loud explosion, and just to investigate, we went up to our rooftop. I could see white belching smoke coming out about 1 kilometre away from where I was. And immediately, a few moments later, we could see a civilian or military, I'm not sure, helicopter flew over that, probably to assess the damage. And within another few minutes, we heard ambulances and fire trucks coming in fairly close by. And again, a few more helicopters came in, possibly to investigate. I'm not sure if they were civilian or military.
You are within an easy walking distance, therefore, of one of these devices going off. Is the entire area, in effect, in lockdown now?
Well, the police have announced island-wide curfew. Initially, they said it was from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., but now we've got a fresh news alert saying that the curfew is with immediate effect. So when I look outside, I can't see any vehicular movement. Essentially, it's in lockdown.
And they've told everyone to stay indoors. They did that a few hours ago. We've also got these reports, which are proving difficult to tie down, that the government have taken the, I guess, predictable step of closing down all social media. Is it possible for you to get onto Twitter or your Facebook account right now?
Well, from what I've observed, basically Facebook, WhatsApp and Instagram are not available. It's difficult to access those services. Twitter is still active, and the Twitter community is actively tweeting and, reporting and distributing information.
And tell us, when you heard the blast, was it one of those situations where you knew it was an explosion? It couldn't possibly have been anything else?
Well, unfortunately, it's only 10 years next month till the hostilities or the terrorism was defeated in this country. So these sounds are very much still part of our memory. So when I heard the noise, I immediately knew it was an explosion.
We are getting, as always happens with this kind of situation, we are getting a trickle of information when it comes to the number of explosions. For you, your friends and family, are you expecting this? Are you expecting more of the same in the coming hours? Or do you get the sense from the authorities that whatever it is has happened has now come to a close and the authorities are dealing with it as best they can?
A bit of both. I think there's a bit of uncertainty around it because the scale and size of coordinated attacks has not been seen even when there were terrorist attacks in this country in the 30-year war. So there is a certain degree of uneasiness, but yet there is confidence the people that the security forces will make this situation right, or they will do the corrective action on this situation.
It was 2009 when things arguably began to improve in Sri Lanka. The economy is tilting upwards. Tourism has begun to return to the economy. Clearly, it's far too early, and we won't speculate on who may have been behind this. But this is highly coordinated. What are these people who've perpetrated this, in your mind? What do you think they're trying to achieve?
They're trying to achieve uncertainty. They are trying to divide the Sri Lankan people. They are trying to bring back fear. But unfortunately, I think the Sri Lankan people are far more resilient and far more wiser when it comes to these situations. And they should be able to overcome this. That is my belief.
Give me a feeling for if, in your opinion, the hospitals, the doctors, the nurses, clearly they will be doing their best. Can the system of medical care and medical provision there, can it cope with this?
Once again, I'm no expert on it, but like I said, we do have prior experiences of having large-scale attacks in Colombo as well as its suburbs when the Liberation Tamil Tigers of Yalan were spreading their terror attacks in the capital. So the system is very much capable, I feel, to handle this type of attack and this scale of attack. Even the security forces are, I think, prepared to to handle it, and this is the general opinion.
Asela, I think the Skype line to you is just on the tipping point of beginning to degrade, so I'm worried that we might lose you. So I'll pull our conversation to a close, but I suspect we might talk to you in the coming hours. Listen, thank you so much for coming on at this difficult time. We do appreciate it.